When I last brought you this view, it's a lot rainier than it is tonight. It's about as chilly and cold tonight as it was then, though. What's up, guys? It's your Uncle Spore and Ryan. Kind of a somber day. It's near Christmas here at Epcot. It takes a lot to get me to come out and do a video at the parks these days, as I kind of swore off the whole theme park vlogging thing. But like I said, it takes a lot, and unfortunately, that a lot has happened. The last time that I actually filmed from Epcot was a live stream. Cold, rainy live stream. I want to say it was in May, give or take. I had just released some t-shirts on Spreadshirt, and I was doing a quick live stream to announce that. And that was the last time that I had much of a real interaction with Rosey H, Rosey Higgins. Rosey was an incredible human being. She was a friend to all of us vloggers. I mean, when I say all of us, I mean she was friends with everybody. There were a lot of people I wondered, how can you possibly be friends with that guy? Such a jerk. And she was, and that's because Rosey was awesome. She could see through all this pettiness that the rest of us go through. She jumped on the live stream and we chatted back and forth for a couple of seconds, and I didn't make a big deal out of it because unfortunately I didn't realize that was the last time I was going to talk to Rosey. My original consideration was that I was going to do this as a live stream, just to kind of pay homage to Rosey by recreating that scene. But honestly, I don't want to be interrupted by the pinging of comments appearing. As much as I love talking to everybody, this one isn't a social call. This one is simply about paying tribute to an amazing human being who unfortunately has left us way too soon. For those of you that didn't have a chance to know Rosey was something. Rosey was incredible. I never actually met Rosey face to face. All of her interactions happened online. She called herself the proud fangirl, and I mean she really was proud of being a super fan to a lot of YouTube creators, and she made us feel proud of ourselves. She made us better people. She was nice to everybody, and when people were causing problems with other creators, she was the adult in the room that would talk everybody down. She was just that person. She was friends with everybody. She could see the best in everybody. Something I've never been able to do, and I've got to say, I've got a lot of respect for her for doing that. Unfortunately, Rosey got sick at the beginning of the summer, the end of the spring. Some lung issues, nothing I'll go too deep into. I don't know the entire story myself, and I don't really want to spread her family's business all over the place. They've made it clear they're okay with the fact that we're paying tribute to her, but she got ill and has been in the hospital pretty much constantly ever since. Rosey and I first started chatting right after the hurricane of 2017. I had headed down to Tennessee, or headed up to Tennessee, I suppose, to stay with my in-laws as the hurricanes battered Florida. And as part of that trip, I got a chance to go to Mark Fun Jones's art studios, and Rosey was neighbors with Mark. And I'd heard of her before, but I never really had a chance to interact with her a whole lot. But you know, she jumped on a live stream that Mark was putting together, and we talked quite a bit, and we became fast friends, partially because we had a few things in common, including a little bit of an affinity for the homeland of Ohio. Not to mention the fact that we're both very big into our families, so we got to talking quite a bit. And over the next several months, Rosey definitely did more than most people would to be supportive, and I always wanted to support her too, because honestly, she's just an awesome person. You couldn't help but like her. Like I said, Rosey ended up getting sick earlier this year, about halfway through the year, maybe not quite halfway through the year. And for the most part, she kind of disappeared because she was in the hospital quite a bit. Her husband did a great job of staying in touch and conveying her wishes, and we would convey ours to him, and he'd pass them along. And honestly, we all thought that she was dealing with a long-term illness that she was going to beat. And unfortunately, we found out the other day that she had succumbed to the lung issue that we were talking about. It was very surprising. We knew it was serious, but I don't think any of us really knew just how serious it was until she was no longer with us. Before she got ill, there were quite a few mornings when I'd wake up to an alert that Rosey had tagged me on either Facebook or Twitter with a post about some other creator that she had found that she thought that I would like and want to support. And I'll be the first to say, a lot of them I didn't really feel much of affinity for. It wasn't that I disliked them or that I didn't like being tagged in it. It just, some of them were definitely out of the realm of what I would usually watch. But that was kind of the charm of Rosey. Rosey was always so excited about these creators that she didn't understand why other people weren't going to be excited about them too. And that actually sort of made you excited about them. Her excitement about it was contagious. For all of the people she sent me that I kind of went, there were 3 that I would go, oh, okay, yeah, I get this. And I found new friends through her. I found new channels to watch, and honestly, I feel like I became somewhat of a better supporter myself of some people. Like I said, Rosey could see the best in people, and a lot of them were people that I didn't understand how she could see the best in them. But that was my problem, not hers. I kind of fought in my mind a little bit over whether or not I wanted to make this video. When it first happened, I know a few people made tributes immediately, people who were much closer to her, both geographically and in a relationship. Mark Fun Jones was one of the very first to put out a video. Life with Aaron put out a video. I kicked it around a little bit. I didn't want to put out a video and be accused of trying to take advantage of such a bad situation. Even if nobody else accused me of that, I wanted to wait to make sure that I was okay with making this video. And then I kind of realized this is what she liked. This is what she wanted. She wanted people to get out there and be creative and make some videos. And the best tribute I can do is put one out there in her honor, the old school type of videos that I was making when she was when she was watching. So here we are, Rosey. This one's for you. I appreciate everything you did, and much like the rest of us, we're gonna miss you. Goodbye, proud fangirl.